Hello everyone and welcome back to WolfQuest. Now, we just finished our air poll for Season 4 to choose which were the two wolves we are going to be following in Season 4, but that doesn't mean we're not going to see the rest of them. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking me since the season ended a few weeks ago, Jay, when is Wolf coming back? When are you going to play more Wolf? Are you going to go back to Wolf? Are you going to play more of it? And I am proud to announce that the answer is yes. And that's what you guys are going to see in a minute. So we'll go ahead and hit begin quest. We're going to hit challenging. And you can meet our wolf. Or perhaps I should not say meet. Perhaps I should say reunite. Because this is, in fact, Lightfall. So a lot of you guys may remember Lightfall from our wolf series. He was the wolf we followed for a long time after Lucan ended up running off back to Yellowstone. So Lucan made it back. Lightfall also made it to Yellowstone and has decided that, hey, this is not a bad place. He's going to settle down here, try to find Lucan again, and possibly hang out here for the rest of his life, finally away from all those hunters. So Lightfall is probably going to head off this way. Do we have a deer over here or not? What am I saying? Deer. An elk. Do we have an elk over here? So this is by popular demand. A lot of you guys actually did want Lightfall to settle down with Drifthowl, who was the wolf that he spent a long time traveling with over the course of his time in the world of wolf. And we're gonna go ahead and try and look for her. So she is a gray wolf, probably of the same coat that Terrell has, or that maybe the same coat as, I think Navi had the same coat as Terrell. Or one of the light gray coats. There's several gray coats, but we're going to be looking for a wolf of that description that we're going to say is Drifthowl, and we are going to send them off together and let them raise a litter of puppies, because a lot of you guys were very upset that we didn't get to see puppies in the wolf series. And eventually I do want to have puppies in the wolf series, but that's a very complicated thing and didn't really fit Lightfall's story there. So we'll maybe try and do that. But that is right, Wolf will be coming back, and it'll be coming back very soon. See, Lightfall and Drifthowl, once they reunite, will be heading off to Slough Creek, and it's likely there that they will bump into, and even here in Amethyst Mountain, that they'll bump into members of the Galaxy Pack who are setting out to disperse on their own and head off to find their own territories, basically. And Lightfall sure has a lot of stories from when he was in the world of wolf. So you guys will have the chance to choose two wolves, one from Nova's litter and one from Andromeda's litter. Or litters, I should say. You guys will have the chance to choose one from each of them that we'll be following in the world of wolf. And you guys are probably going, well, Jay, how is that even possible? Because we got lucky with Lucan. His name was already in there. But that's possible because I figured out how to use a hex editor, which means that I can change some of the attributes of the game. So we can find a wolf. Where is the elk herd? Oh, I guess the wind is blowing this way, so we've got to head up to the top of the territory. Oh, I hear them, though. They're up here, okay. So, I figured out how to use a hex editor, which means that we can change any wolf we need to in our save games to be able to look like the wolves here, to have the same name as them. We can change that around, and since we have that ability, it's gonna be pretty interesting. And we can actually add our wolves into the world of wolf, and I'm hoping you guys are as excited for that as I am, because a lot of you guys have really wanted to see the series come back. You guys got to join in for the very end of Lightfalls, and some of you guys saw it all the way from the beginning. Actually, a lot of you guys went back and watched the series from the beginning. I was surprised by that, but since you guys want to see more wolf, then we'll be letting some of the Galaxy Pack members go back to the world of wolf, and possibly find a mate and raise puppies there too. And let's make sure we take out this elk. So right now, Lightfall is going to try and find Drifthowl. They probably got separated in some sort of storm or something on the way here, and they're trying to find each other again. But we do need to get Lightfall up to that 700 experience that he needs in order to be able to find her. So we'll be hunting some elk, chasing down some bears. Oh, there we go. And trying to get up to that level of experience, and then we'll be sending them off to Slough Creek to raise a litter of puppies, because so many of you guys wanted to see them have puppies, and I think it's about time that happened, don't you? we're going to make sure they get that chance, and hopefully some of our other wolves will get to do it in Wolf too, but Wolf is a lot more complicated with the raising puppies than WolfQuest has ever been. So we'll start with these guys here. And where's the rest of the herd? Is it still down here? Didn't despawn, right? There they are. Okay. It's nice to see this place in the daytime. That's going to be one of the harder things with playing as night as one of our errors, because everything is going to be dark all the time, and that can be a little bit difficult to play in sometimes. Whoa, let's avoid the bull elk. And the other thing that's worth noting is that Lightfall has actually developed a taste for cattle, and there is the cattle ranch in WolfQuest that we haven't gone to for a while. Now, Night will probably be poking around there as well, but I think it's probable that Lightfall will go sneaking off in that direction as well, just because he was so used to being able to get an easy meal out of the cows. So whether that's a trait for better or for worse remains to be seen, because it nearly got him in trouble with hunters quite a few times. And here, it could get him in trouble in a similar fashion. At least there aren't hunters here in Yellowstone, because that could be pretty bad. It's nice to not have to worry constantly about a human or a plane sneaking up on you, as is the case with wolf. And do keep in mind that whatever wolf you choose to send to the world, well, wolves, because we're going to have at least 2 of them go, whatever wolves you choose to send to the world of wolf will be at risk from hunters there, and could get themselves killed potentially. So I'd also like to ask your help in designing a sort of permadeath system for wolf. Should we allow save reloading and just have the backtrack progress like we do with Untamed, or should we have, how should that all pan out? Because there's a lot of ways it could work. I think the elk herd was back this way, actually. There's a lot of ways that could work out, and I do need some ideas with that. And it'll be kind of an interesting thing. Should we allow permadeath, like if they die they're just dead, or should we have some sort of system to let them potentially respawn, or should there be circumstantial respawning? How do you guys want to see us do that? Oh, there they are, okay. They do blend in a lot in scent view. Let's see. And it's kind of interesting playing this game now, because the team has been announcing that they're planning a lot of major changes to the game and its design and the way things work. So one of the things they've mentioned they're going to be overhauling is the scent system, so it's a little bit interesting using it now to know that it's going to completely change in the future. And I'm hoping that change will fall between WolfQuest Season 4 and WolfQuest Season 5. Season 4 is expected to run for about 10 weeks, I would say, because they're playing 3 episodes a week, and we have 4 litters plus 3 episodes to prepare for the first litter. Find a mate, and then go hunting. So it'll be kind of interesting. I don't know. Hopefully the change will not occur within those 10 weeks. I'm hoping I've planned my time well with that, if it looks like it is going to come out, because we don't have a release date for the anniversary edition yet. If it starts looking like it is going to come out, I may step up the pace on Season 4 and start running episodes 6 days a week like we did for the Galaxy Pack. But as a general rule, I felt like that made the season go by really quickly. I mean, we were done with the Galaxy Pack in just 5 weeks. That's not a long time. With this, it'll give you more WolfQuest over a longer period of time, and it'll give us a little bit more chance to kind of get to know the wolves and such. I mean, we probably won't have that much extra gameplay time, but it's really cool. I mean, I've seen some of you guys write stories about the wolves. I get a lot of fan art of the wolves. It'll give a chance for the community to develop the wolves a little bit in that sense as well. So let's head over. Where are we going? I hear the hunting music still. Where are we actually going? I don't even know anymore. How much experience does he have? He has 425. So that is a good starting number. How did we get the 25? I think we did kill a coyote in there. I don't know. Sometimes I go on autopilot in this game and just do things and I'm like, did I do that or not? You get so used to, okay, it's time to hunt this and all that, but I believe we did hunt a coyote here, somewhere in here. I still hear the hunting music, but I don't see the elk. Are they up this way? Or is that a moose? Is that a moose? I think I heard a moose. Even so, I think Lightfall knows to stay the heck away from moose, because he had some pretty nasty experiences with them in the world of wolf. He almost died to them a couple of times. Moose are nothing to sneeze at in either of those games. That is for sure. Where is the elk herd? Somewhere around here. I know that much. Yeah, still hunting music. There we go. There's the elk herd. They came up here. Okay. Let's see if we can take down one of these elk, because we need to get about 4 more of them or some other combination of creatures to be able to get to the level we need to have puppies. So Lightfall's story will run for 6 days out of the week. Hopefully we won't have to go longer than that. But I'm hoping it'll take 6 days. If not, we can always play an extra episode on Sunday, and that should cover it. But his story will run for 6 days of the week, and the poll will run from today through Sunday. I checked, basically, I start new series on Monday in many cases, and WolfQuest will always start on a Monday, so I will check every Monday morning, and wherever the poll is there, that's when it'll freeze. And, so yeah, this series the poll will run from today until next week. Oh, come on, Lightfall, please take out this elk. I don't want you to die right here. There we go. Alright, I think he actually has more health than it looks like, because I believe the health decreases more drastically in the beginning, like it shows more of the health. I think it's, I think it shows with the health, I think it decreases at a steadier rate, but because of the way the health bar is shaped, it looks like more health is being taken off. I don't exactly know, but I think even that last bit is more health than it looks like, but even so, I get a little bit concerned sometimes with all the hunting. Why is that elk backing away? What was it backing away from? That scares me a little bit. I don't know if the other animals in this game interact with the elk, but that scared me a little bit. It definitely wasn't backing away from us. Huh. Huh. That is odd. That is very odd. But we're gonna take this elk out. I think we have like 2 or 3 left. And from there, we'll probably head up. I don't know which territory we'll head out to. We'll probably head out to the Slough territory, actually, because that's kind of a plains area, and that's more what Lightfall. Well, Lightfall, I guess, was in the forest too, but he was most recently out in the plains. And it's interesting because his sister actually came out here. Cloudsong came out here in the beginning, but then returned to her homeland after a while, and then unfortunately died there suddenly. We still don't know why, so we never really figured that out. It seemed like she could have perhaps had some sort of illness, so we have to take out 2 more elk, okay. But yeah, so she actually came out to the Lost River area, which is probably not that far from Yellowstone. I don't know, actually. It's fictional. I'm pretty sure it's fictional. I don't think they based it off a real place. Although some of you guys have been telling me there is a ghost town called Lost River, but that may be coincidental, because I think I remember hearing that Lost River wasn't specifically based off any place. I don't know. But we'll finish taking out these last 2 elk, and then head off to the Slough territory to see if we can find Drifthowl out there. Did I call her Cloudsong at one point? I hope not. Cloudsong was Lightfall's sister. Drifthowl is the wolf that he wants to take as his mate. Cloudsong was Lucan's mate. Let's see, here we go. And, here we go. There we are. Let's make sure we eat. So Lightfall is also getting a little bit older as well. He's been around for quite some time, because Lucan was one of Katari and Terrell's, offspring, puppies. He wasn't a puppy at the time he had his story, of course, but he was one of their offspring. And that has been quite some time. Because let's see. We had Kaya. Kaya was from the second litter, so that would be 1 year. 2 years would be when Lucan headed out. Probably would take him some time to get to the world of wolf. And then for Kaya it was 4 years, so 5 years at least. Or no, 3 years, so 4 years at least, because they were in her 3rd and final litter. And then it's been several years since then, so Lightfall and Lucan too are probably getting along in years at this point. They are both pretty young when they had, when they first started the series, and it's been some time since then. So let's see, let's make sure we can fight. Uh-oh. That's a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping that what I told you about the health is true. There we go. I don't know, how much do we actually have at this point? We have 14%. So yeah, I think it's still pretty low, but possibly not quite as low as it looks. Alright, let's make sure we eat, and then we should have enough at this point, I think. Yes? Forgot to check that when we went to pack stats. Yes, we have enough. So he's gonna head out this way to the Slough territory and see if we can find any wolves out there that match the description of Drifthowl. And at this point, Drifthowl was traveling with her father Cephas, but Cephas was getting quite old, so it's probably kind of indeterminate as to whether or not he survived. They were the last remaining members of their pack, which was destroyed, and so instead of just her dispersing, Cephas kind of just came with her. But it's a little bit indeterminate as to whether or not Cephas is still alive. At this point, I kind of feel like he may have passed away somewhere on the journey, or maybe when they got separated, because he was pretty old, and a wolf's world is not an easy one. It's a very harsh place, and that would be about, he was towards the end of the typical range of a wolf, how old they typically live to be. They only live about 5 to 8 years in the wild in most cases. The oldest recorded was to be 13 years old. So they really don't live all that long. They can live up to 17 years in captivity, but because the wild is so dangerous, a lot of them don't make it that far. So we will head out this way. Hopefully we'll get there pretty soon. I think we're right at the edge of the territory now. Yeah. And let's see. Fun fact, if you guys did not play the old version of WolfQuest, the pre-2.7 version, so the current version of that was 2.5 when they stopped development on it, so we have to go around to the bottom to get the sense. The requirement for finding a mate was actually not experience-based. You had to visit all the territories first in order to find a mate, instead of having to earn a certain amount of experience. So kind of interesting fact about the old days of WolfQuest. Man, I remember I've been playing WolfQuest since it first came out, you guys. This has been my game. There's a fox. So we have a dispersal female. She's kind of grayish. I don't know, though. She's got a lot of brown. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. Yeah, I think that could be her. We got kind of lucky first try, but she does have a lot of brown. But you know, the sprites in Wolf aren't that as detailed as the coats in WolfQuest are. So I think we're gonna go ahead and say this is her. So let's greet her. And this is kind of their reunion. They got separated, and I'm sure they're very glad to finally find each other again after some time wandering. And it's probably pretty safe to say that they did reunite with Lucan as well, and so Lucan will probably be hanging around the den helping out, and possibly we can do something with that. If you guys have any ideas on what ability having Lucan hanging around could give them, maybe they could get some extra chance because he's helping them. I don't know, what do you guys think? Yeah, you'll have to let me know. So here we go. There we go. This must be a long-awaited reunion. But here we are. And there we go. This is also the first time that Lightfall has formally asked her to be his mate. In the beginning, they were just traveling companions, but now that they've reached this area, they've found Lucan again, they've decided they really do want to settle down. So here we will call her, not Drifthowl. And we will leave the arena. So there we go, you guys. Lightfall has found Drifthowl again. There's a fox. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Oh man, look at these guys. They're honestly cool. I really like the foxes. I you can't really get close to them, otherwise they freak out, but still very, very cool to see. He's gonna run off. I don't think we're gonna get to see him hunting, probably, but yeah, still very cool to see. Let's get these guys off towards the star that will lead them to Slough Creek, and they're gonna head off and find a den to raise their puppies there. So let's see, how far is it? It's a little ways down. And yeah, so do not forget to vote in the poll in the video description. Actually, you'll have 2 of them, and one for each branch of the Galaxy Pack, I guess you would say. We haven't named the new packs yet. Well, I mean, these guys wouldn't be part of the new packs anyway, but for each branch of the Galaxy Pack, you will have the chance to choose 1 wolf. And we'll go ahead and leave off for the episode here for today. So we'll see these guys in Slough Creek next time, and they will go ahead and find a den to raise their puppies. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.